Hello, happy Wednesday. It's scrapbooking with Lanita time. Yay! Today I'm going to show you a very quick, easy way to make a calendar grid like this one turn into one for a 8x8 album. I was showing this as a small sample at Creative Cafe International because I showed a ton of other stuff using the 8x8 albums, like doing calendars with that. But then I just happened to cut this one down because I loved this picture of the kids' playhouse this summer. And I thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun to have that on there? But I like the grids. And you know, for a while, grid pages were super, super popular. I haven't seen them as popular now. Should we make them popular again? Yes, I think we should. So yeah, let's just get started. This is a 12 by 12 calendar page. This is how they're sold. The entire pack doesn't have 12 in it. It has, no, never mind. It has 12 calendars and 4 extra white pages. What I meant to say is that there are 16 pages in there, but not all of them are 12. Not all of them are calendars. See, I ut distracted by that little thing. I was like, what is that doing here? Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Put this on this side. I always like to have the idea handy. So first I need to cut the jeeping off. I know it's like, don't cut it. But yeah, you'll need to cut it. It's just like cutting a page. That's all it is. Let's see, and I want a little bit of the black, so I'm leaving that, and then I'm going to cut around here and around here. Now we won't have all the black, so I'm going to show you what happens with this black here. Notice that on this one, and I don't need that page, notice that on this one I have a little bit of black showing there, and the rest of it just has a little teeny bit up here. That was just because I realized that I had a little bit of play in this. Does not matter at all, but you know, I could keep it, in other words, because it would be an 8x8. So as you're cutting your 8x8, look and see, when you get to there, you want to be right on that line there. So if you want a little bit of that line, of that black line to show, then you will want to, let's just check on this to see. Yeah, so I have a little bit of that black showing, which I want. Okay, so I think that's as much as I want. I actually think I'm a little crooked on this part here. I think I got it crooked on both, but well, whatever, we'll just do it that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do want a little bit of that. Okay, I can always cut more off if I need to cut more off. All right, so that gives me a little bit of the black because I want that to be part of my page. And then what I can look at is make sure that's exactly right. So we will leave that black, but let's see what it does on this side. Can I keep the black and still have, yeah, I'm gonna have to switch it over just a bit so I can have a little bit of that black line. Oh, what happened here? I didn't press hard enough. And then I think I'm exactly right on that too, even though there's a little bit of that white showing, but it'll still be good. Okay, now here's the way, or the formula that makes it easy. Oh, by the way, these that you have left, notice that you can actually make your own grid if you want to. So you'll just cut this down, you know, cut one of those off. And because I made several of them, I have 2 more of these left over and they fit perfectly in here. Oh, here they are. Just say, do I have them handy? If you make a lot of them, you'll have several pieces handy. And see, here's another fun grid. You could do small grids, top and bottom, and then a large photo right there. That'd be fun. So small photos or writing and a large photo here. So you can use these pieces, but today it's just this piece that I'll show you. All right, back to this so you can have a look at it. I tried to put the camera as close as I can on this. And so now the next part is the photo itself. You're going to, let me just show you, you're going to, these are 1.5 inch squares, all right? So I want to cut my pictures a little bit smaller than 1.5, which means that this needs to be a 7.5 inch square. So where am I at on this? I think I had started cutting it down already because I was playing with it. So that is at 7, is that 7.5? You pretty much want it as exact as you can get. So that looks pretty spot on. And then on this one, what am I at? 7.5. Do I want all that off? Maybe I'll take a little bit of the treetops here and just a little bit of the grass. And that way it's more even. Okay. Now, here's the cool part. I'm going to set that aside because now we need this. Don't need the arm out. So each little square is going to be a little less than 1.5, a little less. And I'll show it on this side, even though I'll be cutting it on this side. So just that one little hair under. Here's my cheat sheet here. So one little hair under the half is 7/16, okay? And that's a little under the half, which is that one right there. So I want to go from here to here. Well, actually, maybe it doesn't matter. Let's just do it this way so you can see what I'm cutting. Okay. And I said a little under 1.5, right? Just want to make sure. And I want to make sure I'm right on that. And here's the part about this. Now I'm going to go this direction. Here's the part about this. I just have to make sure I concentrate and don't, be talking and then cutting wrong. Here's the key on this. You want to put that on right away. Now I'm seeing that mine are a little bit smaller, but I think I did that right. That's what happens when you make several of these, but literally it just depends on how much you want to show of the grid, right? And how much of the... Now, there was a system before when we did these where you... Okay, so I did cut them a little smaller than what I wanted, but that's okay. The grids, what was I saying about the grids? Oh, that you numbered them, but that's just a lot harder to number them. I'm telling you, it's so much easier just to do it this way, one at a time. Okay. And then just go ahead and cut and place, cut and place. Because if you don't do it right away, it will get a little bit confusing and not, okay. So see, if I set that there and do another one, and then do another one, I'm like, oh no, which one went where? So just best to put them down right away, and that's why you have your repositionable tape runner right there, handy and ready. Do you see how it's forming and how fun it is? And then I'll flip this one over so it will be easier on that. And we are literally almost halfway done. Okay, so I just want to, this is where it gets a little tricky because I want to make sure everything is lined up. And once again, I don't even cut my strips beforehand because I did that once and it got all mixed up on where the strips went. What do you think? Is this very fun? I think it is. And then what other kinds of pictures would work? The ones that are a little bit not so good are faces, because you end up cutting through faces. I had one here of everybody sitting around the playhouse, but it cut too many faces off, so that one wasn't going to work. All right, so one, just a little bit there on that one. And once again, now you can not square off your picture before you see how it gets confusing, because I was looking at it all of a sudden thinking, oh my goodness, where does this go? You can not square it off and just go, but you need to be okay if you run out of room and half the house is still, you know, like I did the grass. That's why I wanted to leave a little bit of grass and a little bit of sky, or not sky, but trees, because I wasn't sure where I was going to end up on this. And that's part of the thing on this, right? You can measure as good as you want, and then, whoop, I want that way. Ooh, that was close. I almost messed up on that one, and I didn't want to, okay, so my last piece here is a little harder because it's just a little skinny sliver that I'm cutting off. Oh, let's put a little adhesive on it. So once again, if you want more picture, less white showing, and you'll see it on my other one, because I have, that one is done with a little, with 1.5 exactly. So that helps you see both ways. And we are almost done. Now I didn't time myself. Let's see, I'm at 12 minutes. So yeah, you know, it will take a little bit, but not too bad. So there you go. Contrast the two, and you can see that this is fuller, but it still has the grids. This is empty, or more white, more grids showing. It just depends what you like. Okay, this one has more of the black around here. This one has less, and that's because this has a little play in it, and this one fits exactly. So again, it just depends what you like, but not a ton of difference. Isn't that fun? So have fun. And like I said, these are just the beginning measurements, and you know, 5 grids times 1.5. That's how I came up with the length, or the square photo itself, but obviously we had to cut it down a little bit more. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you want to see the other 8x8 calendar things that I did, I cut down Happy Album calendars and put them in an 8x8. And I did that on Creative Cafe International just 2 weekends ago. 2 weekends ago? Yes. So if you want to see that, I will post the link so you can sign up for that class, because there are 11 other classes, not just mine. There are 11 others that you can learn from that. And it's just $59 to sign up. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I think I said that, but I forgot to tell you that I have been a Creative Memories advisor for, it really is now 34 years. Okay, well, okay, in 3 weeks it'll be 34 years. But I keep saying almost 34. Now it really almost is. All right, I love scrapbooking. I hope you do too, and have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.